I am here with Dr. Sean Jones of Chattanooga Wellness, here to talk to us today about sound wave therapy. Dr. Jones, thank you for being here. I know you've been on the show before, but now you have your machine to help with that therapy.
Yeah, thank you for having me on. I'm always happy to be here. I'm glad Julie's having a good vacation. And first let me tell you, I'm on the ChiroThin diet plan. It's the easiest, simplest, most effective plan you can do to lose weight without stimulants or drugs. And I'm down 24 pounds in just the first 3 weeks.
Wow.
So I'm hoping to get under 300 pounds by the end of this cycle. So I'm excited about that too, which is awesome.
Absolutely. Well, walk us through that process and what that's like to lose that kind of weight so quickly with your machine and your technique.
You eat 2 consecutive meals a day. I do lunch and dinner because you want to give your body 14 hours to clear out the systems. And so to basically have a fast for 14 hours every day, and you eat real food, there's no stimulants, you take the ChiroThin drops that we give you, and it just burns the fat off without using stimulants or drugs or anything. Most women lose 20 to 30 pounds in 6 weeks. Most men lose 30 to 40 pounds. I'm shooting to lose 46 pounds to get under 300 pounds. I started at 346. I'm down 24 pounds already, and I even had some cake on my son's birthday. So still done, lost the weight. So there's no pain. You feel great.
Well, you can't beat that for sure. Now, how does the machine help with that?
Well, this particular machine is different. This is called sound wave therapy, also known as shock wave therapy. Now, this machine is really cool. By the way, we have the territory for Chattanooga, so you can only get this at Chattanooga Wellness Centers in Cleveland and Chattanooga. So the shockwave therapy gun, this kind of goes on the principle of lipsotrophy, where they used to use it to bust up kidney stones. They modified it so it won't fracture bone, like sometimes lipsotrophy could do as a side effect. And what it does is it sends powerful shock waves into your soft tissues. And so what it really does is it tears down old adhesions or problems, or acute problems like these quarterbacks I saw last night are having all these turf toes and stuff. Mm-hmm. You can go in there and go and shockwave it, and the body brings stem cells and other healing factors right into that area and heals it up. And it's a beautiful, wonderful machine. We're excited to have it here. I talked about it last month, but gosh, it took us several weeks to get it in. And we have the Chattanooga territory for this machine. You can only get shockwave therapy or sound wave therapy at Chattanooga Wellness Centers.
And now, do you use the drops and all that you mentioned along with this treatment, or are they separate?
No, it's two separate things. I was just trying to give everybody an update that I said I'll be skinnier. I just started last month, or right after last month, actually. So I'm 3 weeks into it, and I just want everybody to know I'm down 24 pounds.
Wow.
But my goal is to get down to 46 to 50 pounds under by the end of the 6-week cycle. Now, the shockwave therapy, let me explain what it's used for. You use shockwave therapy on any joint. This is the only machine that the FDA has approved to use on the entire body. All the other machines out there can only do the bottom of the feet. That's all they're allowed to do.
Wow.
This machine, we can work on knees, hips, shoulders, backs, necks, wrists, elbows, anything. And what it does is it goes in there and makes the tissue start to re-heal. Even old surgeries, if you had a failed back surgery, we can go in there and go in the paraspinal muscles and work the paraspinal muscles, the tissues around it. Of course, we're using it now, starting to integrate it with our neuropathy program. We have such a high success rate with neuropathy. We're looking at almost 100% by using this also with it. And so what we're looking at doing is use the shockwave therapy to stimulate healing in the body. And then what we do is we use the other machine, which is the K-laser. We've been on many times with the K-laser. And when we use the K-laser, what does this do? The exact opposite. This super heals tissues. It rebuilds it. So now we're starting to integrate this into our laser programs where we can go in and do shockwave therapy at the beginning and then follow right up with laser treatments too. It means that we can cut our time down. Instead of a 90-day program, eventually we're going to get it where we can do it in just 30 days or 45 days and have people well from their neuropathy problems. So we're really excited about this being in Chattanooga Wellness Centers in Cleveland and Chattanooga. It's really that simple. You just go in. I did it on my wife. Come over here, Carrie. My wife's here. It's hard to fit in frame, but I did Carrie's low back and her knees, and she started jumping over things in the office here. Come on and sit on my knee right here. This is like when we were dating. There we go. So,
everyone.
Carrie, did it hurt at all?
No, it was painless.
Yeah, it was painless. It goes in there. You feel shock. You feel something because it's going bam, 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 into the tissues, and it breaks them down. And she has horrible knees from a bad car accident many years ago. And so now she's like running around, jumping and doing things after just one treatment. And of course, we followed with some laser treatment too the next day. but we were excited to practice on her as soon as we got the machine in. There we go. What did you think about the therapy?
I loved it. It made a great improvement very quickly.
Yeah. So she did tremendous. Besides, you can see I married up, didn't I? Thanks, babe.
Well, thank you so much for sharing. Is there anything else that you think we need to know with these new treatments and this new machine now here in town?
Yeah, absolutely. If you're suffering from chronic problems or acute problems, so if you have bursitis, if you have chronic old post-surgical problems, carpal tunnel, and they didn't heal right, half the time it works, half the time the surgeon doesn't do anything or it gets worse. So if that happens, we can go in there with the shockwave therapy, break it down, and do some laser treatments on it and get you running good. But knee pain, ankle pain, fasciitis, neuropathy, shoulder problems, elbow problems, tendonitis, tennis elbow or golfer's elbow on the medial side, all this we can handle with shockwave therapy. And usually it only takes 2 to 6 visits to shockwave therapy to get the tissues to heal, spread out over once or twice a week. And so it's an amazing thing. We're so glad to be able to bring it to Chattanooga. We're the only people that can have it in Chattanooga. We've got this territory. So you need to call Chattanooga Wellness Centers to go ahead and get a free consultation about shockwave therapy, or if you have neuropathy, our full neuropathy program, or any pain at all. This eliminates pain. In fact, we got a couple of people coming in that have diabetic ulcers, and you can actually use the shockwave over the diabetic ulcer, and it makes it close up in just a few days. I'm very excited about that. I'm getting the protocol sent to me today for that.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. Jones. It seems like there's a lot going on there, a lot of great benefits, and we really appreciate you being here, filling us all in today.
Yeah, in Chattanooga and Cleveland also. Just call either office at 790-5000.